Before you head out to the garden centre this week, stop. I just added up exactly how much I spent when I first started out. 500 quid. And you know what I grew? £30 worth of food. And right now you're stood in Tesco's looking at cucumber thinking, right, this is the year we grow our own. Good on you. But if you're walking around the garden centre this weekend with that energy, you're about to lose hundreds, just like I did. Because the garden industry in this country is a £6 billion a year machine. 6 billion. And every single product on the shelf is engineered to drain your wallet every spring. Crime one. And to be perfectly honest with you, this is the one that still makes me wince. Soil. When I started, I thought that soil came from bags in the garden centre. 4 to 7 quid a bag. Multi-purpose, seed compost, tomato compost. I bought them all. Because I thought that every plant needed its own special bag. 35 bags in my first year. Over 200 quid just to fill a couple of beds. And the worst part, half of it was cheap rubbish in premium bags. We're talking twigs, bits of plastic. I'm not even joking. My seedlings were basically growing in builder's rubble. And then I started paying for wood chip on top of that. 60 quid for a ton bag. 60 for something that the tree surgeon down the road literally pays to get rid of. This is the thing that really gets to me. They train us to think the soil is something that we need to buy. It's not. Now, council compost. Free horse manure from stables. Free wood chips from tree surgeons. The only compost that I buy now, bag to start off seedlings. That's it. Beds get filled up for free. 270 quid I'll never spend again. And if you're keeping score, that's 270. And we haven't even planted a seed yet. But crime number 2, that's where they really had me. Because I was paying sky-high prices for something that cost 39 pence. Crime 2, seeds. More specifically, how they sell seeds. I'd walk into the garden centre and grab everything that looked exciting. Some purple carrots, yellow tomatoes, and some weird strange plant that nobody wants to eat. And 3 different types of kale. 30 packs. About £75. And I'd plant about 6 of them. The other 24? Sat in a drawer, got damp, went out of date, binned. 60 quid in the bin every year for 3 years before I worked it out. And there's the thing, I love the seed selections. I genuinely do. That's the trick. They want you in love with it. Chunky displays, pretty packets, F1 hybrids. You can't even save the seeds from. So you have to come back next April. It's like a subscription model, but for vegetables. It turns seeds into Netflix. Now I buy online. 39p for a packet of seeds. I use seed maker stores or a seed library. 7 varieties, only what my family actually eats. And I save my own seeds for anything that's not an F1. My garlic, I haven't bought garlic in 9 years. 9. I just replant the biggest bulb every autumn, free forever. The ultimate free food glitch. £347 gone. Nothing in the ground. Crime number 3, gadgets. And I'll tell you the exact moment when I knew I'd been had. It was a Tuesday in March. I just spent 20 quid on a heated propagator, a plug-in one. I put in my peppers, little seeds, closed the lid. 3 weeks later, nothing. I opened it up, the seeds had rotted. The heat had cooked them. 20 quid to murder my own peppers. And then I went around to my plot neighbour's house. Her peppers thriving. An old yoghurt pot on the windowsill. A yoghurt pot. And that was the exact moment I realised the entire gadget aisle is engineered to make it feel like you need that stuff. Don't get me started on the rest. Mini greenhouse from Argos, collapsed after 1 season, 45 quid. Grow bags, 20 quid. Plastic conches, £15, 95. And a garden calendar, because I thought I was going to be organised, 12 £12. Slug tape, which the slugs just ignored, £9.80. And that's over £120 on stuff that I now do with takeaway tubs, on a windowsill, an old drinks bottle, or a back of an old envelope. £467 spent, and I still haven't told you the worst one, because the crime number 4 is the one that makes me genuinely angry. The crime the garden centre does not want me to tell you about, because if you knew about this, you'll never spend a penny on their plants again. Crime number 4, plug plants. Those tiny seedlings in your local garden centre, 5 for 11 quid. You walk past them in April, you think, right, that's cheapish, and it saves me time. So you buy like, what, 30? That's £66. And here's the actual crime. I can grow those exact plug plants on my windowsill for 3p for a small one, or 5p for a big one in a 4-inch pot. 3p from a 39p packet of seeds that give you hundreds of plants. And the garden centre is charging you a 900% markup for waiting 6 weeks of germination. That's what you're paying for. And it gets worse, because half of them die when you transplant them, because they've been pampered in a heated greenhouse, and your Win-Wit allotment is a shock to their whole system. So if you pay 66 quid and lose 15 of them, that's 20 quid straight into the compost heap. Now, I get it. So if you can't start them from seeds, no windowsill, no space, no time, that's fine. So the rule isn't don't buy plug plants. The rule is never buy full price plug plants from the garden centre. Local plant swaps, there's one in every town, free, and you'll get hardy plants anyway. Or Facebook Marketplace, local gardeners will sell £10 worth of plug plants for 2 quid, the same plants, of a fraction of the price, just not the garden centre. So total 530 quid in my first year. And what did I grow? And I'm talking a generous estimation, about £30 worth of food. 30. And if you ask me, do you save money growing your own? I would have said absolutely, because I never added it up. The system relies on you not adding it up. That's how they get you. It's an absolute trap. And look, there's always one that you fall for. My worst one was definitely number 4. Let me know what yours is. Right, I'm not leaving you hanging. This is the exact plan I wish that someone handed me 10 years ago. 4 steps. Under a tenner for seeds. Anything else? Free. Step 1. Stop filling your bed with bulk compost. Council greenway size. Free, or for like a quid a sack. Try local stables for horse manure. Honestly, they'll be grateful. Ring all of the tree surgeons in your town for free, yes, free wood chips. And the only thing I would buy is a small bag of multi-purpose compost to start off your seedlings. That's it. You've saved 270 quid there. Done. Step 2. Walk past the seed displays. Buy online. Seed mega stores, 7 varieties, 39p a packet. And I got a discount code. I'll put it in my description, and you can pay even less. That's £2.75 for everything you'll need for the full season. That's £5.48 with postage. Done. That's a savings of £60.52 on plants. Let's be generous and say that you're going to spend 20 quid on that seed compost. That gives you a savings of £250 on compost. Step 3, skip the gadget budget. Takeaway tubs are propagators. Yogurt pots are seed trays. Old drink bottles are conches. You need nothing from that aisle. It's a savings of £122.75. Step 4, never pay full prices for those plug plants in the garden centre. Grow your own for 3p. You can't do that. Plant swap, Facebook Marketplace, local sellers, every time. It literally will save you over £60. Step 4, and this is for under a tenner for seeds. A little bit of cheeky starter compost. Everything else is free. Do this year, and I'm telling you right now, you'll be growing so much more than I did for £500 for a £30 return. That's a savings of almost £500. And not even counting all of the profit you're going to make from what you're growing right now. And I can prove that it works because every single one of those crimes, I fixed them. Last year, from the same plot, I grew over £2,000 worth of food from budget seeds for about 40 quid. 40 quid and £2,000 return. That's not a hobby, that's a system. That's self-defense gardening. And that's what this channel is all about. It's not about fancy raised beds, it's not about expensive gardening gadgets. It's about data-driven blueprints to grow food for pennies. Even when you only rent, even if you only got a windowsill. That's the food rebellion. So here's what I want you to do this weekend. 3 things. 1, pick a step, just one of the 4, and actually do it before Monday. Comment what number you're going to do down below so I know that you're in. 2, send this video to one other person. One person that's walking into the garden centre right now, because we're not letting them get away with this anymore. 3, next week I'm going somewhere the UK garden world has not been before. The real cost of an allotment. A deep dive. Every single penny. What they tell you it would cost you and what it actually cost you. If you've ever wondered whether it's actually worth it genuinely to have an allotment, you need to see that one. So make sure that you're subscribed. And thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.